Good afternoon, Bobcats, and welcome to BBTV, your home for Buffett News. Today is Wednesday, March 29th, 2017. My name is Lauren, bringing you the news that matters. As always, let's begin with the daily announcements. This announcement is for current 7th graders who are interested in traveling over spring break next year. An informational meeting will be held Monday, April 3rd at 6 p.m. in the Buffett Library. It is important that you bring a parent or guardian with you to this meeting. Cost of next year's trip, possible itineraries, and an informational video will be shared. There are discounts available for those who sign up before July 1st. If you have questions, please see Ms. Rosenberg or Mr. Doherty. For upcoming 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, now is the time to start looking at whether robotics is a thing for you. Applications for next year's robotics teams are available in the main office or in Ms. Lopez's room, B224. Applications must have a parent signature, 2 recommendations, and the application filled out. All applications, including teacher recommendations, are due no later than April 12th. Classic Film Club will be meeting this Friday, March 31st, in the 5th and 6th grade Tech and Living Room. Please bring your ideas for the May Student Choice movie to this month's meeting. If you are unable to attend, please let Ms. Kitkin know in room C209. Buffett 5th, 6th, and 7th graders, it's Buffett Registration Week. Grade level counselors will be visiting your classes this week to help you select your classes for the 2017-2018 school year. Registration forms should be taken home, signed by your parent, and returned to school by Friday, April 7th. That's it for the announcements today, Popcats. Now let's head over to Vienne and Ellison for 2 quick news stories on bees and a special event taking place here at Buffett very soon.
Since spring break is over and we are well into the final quarter of school, it is worth noting that we will have 1 day off of school before the end of the year. This special day will take place on April 14th when the teachers have a work day. But if you come to school that day, you'll see much more than teachers just planning and getting work done. You will also see dozens of people donating blood for the American Red Cross. BBTV reporter Miracle met up with the communication director for the Red Cross right here in our studio. Check out what she had to say about this upcoming blood drive.
Okay. Good afternoon, this is BBT reporter Miracle sitting here with Samantha Pollard, who is the communications manager for the American Red Cross Blood Services for the state of Nebraska. Today we are going to be talking to Samantha about the upcoming blood drive happening here at Buffett. First off, thank you for appearing on BBTV. We just have a few questions that we're sure some of our viewers have been wondering. Okay, so firstly, where is the blood drive and where will it be set up at?
The blood drive is going to be here at Buffett. It's going to be set up downstairs, and it's Friday, April 14th from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m.
Okay. Now, we know that our students aren't old enough to donate blood, but what would you have them tell their parents or older siblings to encourage them to come out and donate?
So in Nebraska, you need to be at least 17 years old or 16 with parental consent. So if you have any siblings or friends who are around that age, they are welcome to come. But I would just tell you to tell your friends and family that it's so important to give blood because we can only get it from volunteer donors, so we need it as many as we can get.
Okay. For the people who might be scared of needles or the process, how can you tell them to make them less nervous?
I tell them to just not think about it. When I donate blood, I have to close my eyes and look away while they do it, but it's really not so bad. It's no worse than when you get your blood drawn at the doctor, just a little pinch in the inside of your arm, and then the donation itself only takes about 10 minutes.
Okay. And then finally, how do people sign up for this event?
So people can sign up by going to redcrossblood.org or calling 1-800-RED-CROSS.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey Bobcats, it's hard to believe that an animal so small as a bee can produce some of the world's most beloved foods. Over 1/3 of the food we eat comes from a bee's hard work. But it's upsetting to say that bee populations are decreasing. Between April 2015 and April 2016, beekeepers in the U.S. have lost about 44% of their colonies. So, what can you do to help bees? It can be as easy as planting herbs, wildflowers, fruit trees, or bushes. Or you could start buying honey from local beekeepers instead of buying it at the local supermarket. Honey Nut Cheerios have even donated over 1.5 billion wildflower seeds to people all over the world to raise awareness. So Bobcats, it's time to help. What can you do to help stop the decrease in the bee population?
What's up, Bobcats? This is Jaden here in the Sports Zone to get you updated on all things sports. Today is Wednesday, which means it's time to check out a specific play, athlete, or sport. Today we are checking out a recent play from the world of March Madness. LaGerald Vick from Kansas recently completed a crazy 360 dunk against Purdue. These two teams played this past Thursday. This play, along with many others, lead to a Kansas victory 98-66. Unfortunately for the Jayhawks, they were knocked out of the tournament Saturday night by Oregon 74-60. That's it for the play of the week. Let's now move into the BBTV Big Three. For today, since we talked about a recent game in this year's tournament, we're going to share with you the top 3 March Madness upsets so far this year. 1. Number 11 ranked Xavier defeated the number 2 ranked Arizona Wildcats in the Sweet 16 with a final score of 73-71. 2. Number 7 ranked South Carolina defeated number 2 ranked Duke with a final score of 88-81. 3. The biggest bracket buster was number 8 ranked Wisconsin defeating the number 1 ranked defending champs, the Villanova Wildcats, 65-62. That's all the time in the Sports Zone today. Now over to the weather with Evan.
How's it going, Bobcats? This is Laura here to get you prepared for the next few days in the official BBTV 3-day forecast. I hope you have your umbrellas handy this week because it looks like each day will have a chance of rain. Today will be a high of 48 and a low of 40 with lots of rain. Tomorrow there will be a high of 48 and a low of 39. Finally, on Friday, it will be a bit warmer with a high of 56 and a low of 40, but another good chance of rain. That's all for the weather today. Now let's head over to the world of Twitter to see what our teachers have been tweeting about.
What's up, Bobcats? This is Justin here for a daily feature. As always, let's begin by spinning the world-famous BBTV feature wheel to find out what our focus will be for today. We landed on Life Hack, which means we will be focusing on useful tips that will make your life easier. As teenagers, we sometimes need to get away from our families once in a while and lock ourselves in our rooms. For today, we'll be focusing on life hacks to improve your personal living spaces known as your room. First, if you ever need to see better at night, but you don't want to turn on the light, you can use your cell phone light under a water bottle to create a very nice glow. Another life hack is that you can also use binder clips to organize your cables. Finally, you can stack your clothes vertically so you can see them all much better. That is all for our daily feature. Now let's move over to our new segment, the Movie Corner.
Hey Bobcats, it's Michael here in the Movie Corner. Today we will be talking about the new King Kong movie. There have been several movies featuring this oversized beast, but this one is called Kong Skull Island. There have been a total of 9 movies completed dedicated to King Kong, and the first one was released on March 2nd back in 1933. In the latest movie, it took audiences on a thrilling ride to King Kong's home island where humans have never explored before. What they find puts them on a mission that soon becomes one of survival. This movie has been getting good reviews as it has 78% on Rotten Tomatoes and 4 out of 5 stars on it too. The studio is also planning on releasing another Kong movie in the near future with the movie Kong vs. Godzilla coming out in 2020.
That's going to do it for our broadcast today, Bobcats. For more info on many of the stories you've heard and to see what we're working on for future episodes, be sure to follow our Twitter page @BuffettBBTV. Signing off, this has been Lauren. Have a terrific day, Bobcats.